Right, day one of this year's planting. I've been out and I've tidied up all the plant pots, take all the weeds out and all the leaves and that. And now I'm going to decide what I'm going to plant. I might not bother with potatoes this year. The problem is, I'll never get a massive harvest of them, and my household still just buys them anyway, so it's pointless. I'm not exactly saving money. It's just a waste of time, really. So I probably won't bother with potatoes. I've bought my citrus tree out, which I'll show you in a bit, and one of the peppers that I took in last year, I thought I'd take two of those in, hopefully they would live, and then I'd have a bit of a head start with them. But they didn't do very well. One of them died. I'll show you those two in a minute, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking of planting, and I'm going to try something new. It's not exactly new, but you'll know when you see it anyway. Right, there's the old citrus tree. It's not doing too bad, it looks quite healthy. I've pruned it a bit. And this was the pepper plant. My battery's running out. Oh, a red kite up there. But it's still alive, so yeah. Maybe it will start to grow again. Right, I'm going to put the battery on charge and then I'll show you what I'm planting. Right, so there are some onions that have been growing all over the winter. I don't even know when I'm supposed to harvest those. They're probably fucked, but I'll see. There is the bamboo, still growing alright, and there's the spring onions that they're 2 years old now. I just cut them off, cut them up for recipes, you know, and yeah, so they're still going. That has taken me hours. I think I've been out for 4 hours. So all the pots have been cleaned out, which I think I already showed. In all of these smaller pots are seeds. Some of them are old seeds, so I've written that they're old. Some of them are new seeds, so I've written that they're new. I've covered them up because I have an issue with slugs and snails. No matter what I do, I've tried sandpaper, eggshells, beer traps, everything. Copper fucking, you know, whatever you can do. Even putting them on these so it'd be harder for them to get over to them. Still doesn't work. The only thing I ever really found was doing this, so they can't actually get at the plants. We'll see. So these are all the things. I've got tomatoes, peppers, cauliflower, cucumber, leeks, pumpkins, parsley, broccoli, peppers, unknown. Yeah, that's the onions from last year. They're probably fucked, as I said, but that's some random plants down the bottom. These will be kept for when the tomatoes are big enough. I may put in 2 tomatoes and possibly a cucumber if my cucumbers grow this year. And I've done all this. This is all outside, just in case it all fucks up. I've done another load in there, just in case, because I do have a bit of bad luck with plants. So if all of those die, I've got those in there. Some garlic here, which is from last year. French beans in there. Runner beans in that one. Carrots in there. Peas in there. And that's the bamboo that I've been growing. While I'm here, I thought I'd mention these. So this is the other trick to try and stop the slugs and snails killing all my plants. And it's just a coincidence that I had these. These are hair nets, or whatever you'd call them, because it's not a net, but it's like a hair bag type thing, you know what I mean? Hair coverings. And they were bought by accident. My mum had bought them for, she thought she'd ordered pipe cleaners, but these came. And I thought, you know, I ain't got a lot of use for them, but they would probably be perfect for making a little greenhouse in a pot sort of thing, and then stopping the slugs and snails getting at them. So all of these things, they'll be left until they're right up to the, you know, pushing this out, and then I could put them in a bigger pot and do that again. And then when they're big enough that the slugs and snails won't kill them off, then they can be repotted properly. So that's as far as I am. So this is number 1 with the first video. All of the pots have had some bone meal put in them as well. So they should all be ready to go, yeah. In a month or so, I'll show you progress. And I've got a backup. The one thing I haven't done this year is potatoes, because as I mentioned, we don't tend to... My mum buys so many potatoes, that there's no point growing them. Yeah. I'm growing other stuff instead, alright? Cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one, maybe in a month's time or something, when stuff starts to grow. See you later.